Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patrice, and this is my Embellish Life. In this week's episode, I do have the long-awaited fabric haul to share with you guys from Wholesale Direct and Cali Fabrics. I also have a sewing update regarding my birthday outfit. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get in it. Now, before we get any further in this video, I do have a proclamation to make, and that is Patrice is off of the wounded list. Yes, I am. The band is off, guys. The band is off, and I'm able to get back into the swing of things. Now, my hand is still a bit sore, but all of the swelling is gone. But I'm able to get back into my sewing and my jewelry making. I haven't tested out my knitting yet to see what's the deal with it, but we're gonna get there. But I am happy to be back messing with fabric again, and I'm so happy. So I just want to thank everyone who've messaged me and gave me well wishes and all of that. I do highly appreciate it. But I'm back in my sewing room. Yay! Let's talk about my sewing updates. Now that I'm off the wounded list. Now, a few episodes back, I shared with you all that my birthday month is in April, and I do want to make at least 3 outfits for my birthday. And one of those outfits is actually a halter dress that I had in mind, and the pattern that I discovered in my stash was Simplicity 3823, and that's View D. So this week what I did is that I prepared the pattern. So I've already cut out the pattern, I've already selected my fabric, cut out the fabric, and I've started to sew. And I've started to film it as well. Who am I? Yes, I do have an idea that I do want to do is sew with me with this dress. So I've started to film, and we'll see what's the outcome of it. So yeah, that's where I am, and I do have the fabric that I'll share with you all today. So the fabric that I've chosen for my bubble dress is denim and cotton. I do love to mix my fabric, and I do want my dress to be a smart, casual kind of thing, not too dressy, not too extra casual, but something that is in between. And I think the fabric selection that I've chosen is excellent for that. So I do have denim fabric, and it's paired with this cotton fabric, printed fabric. So the skirt is with the cotton fabric, the printed fabric, and then the bodice part is with the denim, and it mixed with the cotton fabric. And I have my pockets. Yes, I remember to cut out my pockets this time. So the pockets are here as well. For the lining, I've decided to go with the broadcloth. I find that I do like to use the broadcloth for lining some of my outfits instead of what it's called. Is it the sateen fabric? I do find sometimes that I do prefer the broadcloth for that. So this is what I'm using for my lining. So this is the fabric that I have that I'm using so far. So like I said, I've started to sew this project. And there are some shenanigans, and there are some mishaps, and some misadventures so far. Now, this outfit, I do have a first, I would say, and that is, this is the first time I'm actually using boning in any of my garments. And this is the boning right here. I've just pulled it out the bodice. And I'm not sure if it's the correct boning. this is all that my local fabric store had. So we're going to do what it do, and we're going to work with it right now. But yes, so this is the first time I'm actually using the bone-in fabric. And so this is what I have so far. I'm just trying to put it together for you guys. So I do have the top so far. So this is the front part of the bodice. I've already added the midriff section. And this is the back. So my back panel is with the printed fabric connected to denim at the side. And I'm excited to see the entire outfit together. Now, why I said that I do have some shenanigans and misadventures is that I think that I actually have to go back and take down this entire section. So the side panels and the back panel. And that is because even though I've cut my correct measurements that was allocated on the pattern, I have a feeling that it's a tad too small. I have that feeling. I just have that inkling feeling. And I don't want to be too hasty and take it down and then let it out and then it's too big because it's an halter. So that's my dilemma right now with it. So what I think I'll do is that I'll put it aside for a bit. I'll go to the skirt section of it and pin the top to the bottom and actually see before I make any hasty decision and go back and let out any seams. But this is what's happening right now, and this is where we're at. So stay tuned for further updates and the end results. I'm excited to see the end results so far. I'm very excited. But this is where I am so far, and hope for the best. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. Now on to the main course of this video, and that is the highly anticipated fabric haul from two new to me companies, and that's Cali Fabrics and Fabric Wholesale Direct. You guys, I am such a happy camper right now. I am such a happy camper. Earlier this year, because Fabric.com used to be my number one main source to purchase fabric online. Yes, I've used other fabric online stores like Fabric Mart as well. I do love Fabric Mart, but Fabric.com was my main fabric pusher. And when they decided to up and leave me, just abandon me like that, who does that? Anyway, when they just decided to up and leave me with their rude selves, I was left to look for other alternatives. Because although I support my local fabric store as much as I can, it is limited in the fabric that they provide. So I'm often left to do a lot of my fabric shopping online. So after that whole debacle with Fabric.com, and like me, other people was looking and asking for recommendations of other fabric stores, I saw Fabric Wholesale Direct being mentioned by numerous people. And I said, well, since it's being mentioned by numerous people, let me just go over there and see what they have and whether or not I'll be able to use the company. And I went. And I saw what they have, and I was impressed. The prices, they are not, it's not too expensive. I think, well, in my opinion, it's the prices are budget friendly, quite economical. And they had quite a few selection of fabrics, especially fabrics that I use a lot. And I said, okay, let me purchase a few of these fabrics and see how I like the company and stuff like that. So I did that with Fabric Wholesale Direct and Cali Fabrics. Now with Cali Fabrics, this company was not recommended to me. I was actually doing a search online and they came up. I clicked on the link and I saw that they were a family-owned business, a small family-owned business, and I do like supporting those small businesses. So I said, okay, let me see what they got as well. They got some fabric, I tell you all. They have some fabric. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I was down another rabbit hole again. The prices as well, very affordable, very affordable. Now, I've mentioned before that I don't live in the US. But if you've noticed, I do a lot of shopping from US stores. And that is because even though I don't live in the US, I do have a US shipping address. So I'm able to purchase from the US stores and have it shipped to my shipping agent, who has what you may call it, US shipping address, and then my shipping agent will put it on their flights, their cargo flights, and ship them to the Virgin Islands to me. So that's how I do my shopping. So I was able to purchase some fabrics from both Cali Fabric and Fabric Wholesale Direct. And since then, I've made another purchase from Cali Fabric, which actually came yesterday. So I do have those fabrics to share with you all as well. They are not prepped because they're still in the box, so it's not prepped. But I do want to share it with you all since I'm doing this pattern haul. So I'm so excited, and I hope that you all will enjoy it. So let's start with the fabric that I've purchased from Fabric Wholesale Direct. I must say that some of the fabric I've used recently in some projects, and I'll share those with you all. And some of the remaining fabric that I haven't used as yet. Some I do have some aspirations for. I'm toying around with some future projects for those, or ideas I should say. And some of them I don't really know what I have in mind as yet, so they're just sitting until they're summoned, so they can just pop up and say, I'm here, I'm ready. Okay, so the first fabric that I have to show for you guys is this beautiful African print fabric, and that is what it was listed as on the store. And if you can notice, is that when I wash and prepare my fabric, I also label my fabric so I know what it is. So on my label, I would have where I've purchased the fabric, how many yards, the width of the fabric, the fiber content of the fabric. If it's a knit fabric, there would be information about the stretch. So if it's a 2-way stretch, a 4-way stretch, and the percentage as well. So this saved me so much headache in the end. So even if I don't use the fabric right away and I use it 2-3 years after, I'm able to say, okay, this is what this fabric is, this is how much it is. And it saves me less trouble. And I'm all for that. I'm so all for that. So yes, this particular fabric is an African fabric, and I got 3 yards of it, and it's 45 inches wide. I currently don't have any plans for this fabric as yet, but currently I'm seeing a type of blazer-like out-of-wear kind of thing, or a type of button-down shirt or some sort of top with it. That's what I'm seeing right now. Or I might just let's see if I can do some color blocking with it, because I do like the effect that came out with the halter dress that I'm currently doing, with the back panel and the side panels that are 2 different colors. And I think that with this fabric, if I do a top or a blazer or something like that, I'll be able to mix it with maybe a denim or even another type of cotton fabric and get me just a look that is a whole different vibe. Now for me, I must admit that I do love color blocking, and I do love mixing and matching materials. Not too much multiple prints together, but prints with maybe a solid fabric. I just find that it just brings that outfit to another level when you do stuff like that. I love it, and I'm a whole vibe over here by myself. Now, the second fabric that I have to share with you all today is this fabric. And you guys know this fabric. This fabric is the one that I used to make my car 6706 a few weeks ago with the crop top. And you guys know that I absolutely love this fabric, and I love the vibrantness of this fabric. The third fabric I got is also a cotton fabric, 100% cotton, and it's 58 inches wide, and it's this beautiful floral print. Beautiful floral print. I absolutely love this fabric. I also, again, I bought 3 yards of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it as yet. Nothing is currently speaking out to me with it, but it's in my stash waiting for that grand opportunity to prove itself. The fourth fabric that I got is also a cotton fabric. Now, if you guys don't know by now, I love me cotton fabric. I love cotton, denim, chambray, seersucker. Those are my top 4 fabrics that I just cannot say no to. I do love me a good cotton fabric. I do. So the next fabric that I do have is also a African print fabric as well, and again I bought 3 yards of it. Now, with this fabric, initially when I bought it, I was thinking a wide leg trouser, but I'm not sure. I might actually go back and do maybe a skirt, maybe a circle skirt out of it. I'm not sure, but that is what it's giving me right now. I might do definitely a skirt out of it. The pattern, I'm not sure of the pattern as yet, but you guys will know when I decide all of that, right? The other fabric that I got is a broadcloth, and it's rose gold, and I think I bought 4 yards of it. Yes, 4 yards of it. Now, like I said before, broadcloth, I do like to use it for lining purposes. So this particular one, it's there for lining, and I do have another fabric in mind that I want to match it with, but that's in Cali Fabrics. That's in the Cali Fabrics stash. The final 2 fabrics that I bought, I just bought a yard of those because when I bought it, I knew immediately that I wanted to make head wrap bonnets out of it. And that's this one, which is a bright pink kind of bandana kind of print, and also this one, which is the kente cloth. I knew originally when I bought it that was the purpose that I wanted to use those fabric for. But I think actually that I'm going to go back and buy more of this fabric because I do love the quality of this fabric. And I've been on yesterday and I know that they have more in stock. So I think I'm going to go and actually buy three or 4 yards of this one, of this kente one. But these 2 are actually earmarked for some head wrap bonnets. So that is all that I have to share from Fabric Wholesale Direct at the moment. I am such a happy camper right now. I'm so impressed with the company. I do intend to go back and purchase from them. But actually, my shopping basket is already filled. So I need to go back and sort it out before I do any more damage. But I can honestly say that I am going to be a repeat customer with Fabric Wholesale Direct. So on to Cali Fabrics. Now, this is where I did some major damage. Like I said, the first time I purchased it was in, I think it was in February. That's when I made the first order. And oh my goodness, I'm so impressed with these people customer service from Cali Fabrics. Oh my God, their turnaround time was very quick, very quick. And I was so impressed. So I got the order, and the same day that I got the order and I looked through the fabric and everything, I said, we got to purchase again. I made another purchase that same day that I received my order. Now, and this is the order that came yesterday. And the reason why it came so late, because I had some misadventures with my shipping. Like I said, I do have a shipping agent that allows me to do US shopping and have it shipped to a US address. What happened in that period of time is that they had to change their warehouse, and so therefore the shipping address changed. But before I got the notification that they changed the shipping address, I had already purchased, and Cali Fabrics had already shipped the order out, so it was out of their hands. And then at the same time, I think over in California, I think they had some very terrible weather that actually caused shipping delay. So my shipping was a bit messed up for that period of time. So I did contact Cali Fabrics and told them, this is a situation that happened. My supplier changed address, and I think that the package would be returned to you all. If you can just look out for it and just resend it to me, I don't mind paying for shipping again, because to be honest, it's not their fault of what happened. And they were so kind and they were so good. They responded back and said, sure, that's no problem. Thank you for reaching out, and we sorted and keep you up to date. And they were true to their word. So the package came back to them. They notified me, and we did the process again, and they shipped it out. And it's here. It came yesterday, and I was all gung-ho. I was so happy. I did a happy dance in my shipping agent office, and there was like, oh my God, who is this common fool? But they know me by now. They know me. They know their customers. So I'm so happy to have that fabric. So I do have 2 shipment orders from Cali Fabrics to share, and actually by the end of today, another order would be going out from Cali Fabrics to be shipped to me as well. I am so pleased that I found Cali Fabrics. I am very pleased. I highly recommend this company to anyone who haven't used it. Or if you've used them before, you can put in the comments how you find the company to be, and we could have a discussion. Or if there's any more online fabric stores that you use and you recommend, put it in the description box and let me know. The first one I do have is this it's a knit fabric. It's a poly rayon spandex, and it's in gray and black houndstooth fabric. And I bought 4 yards of this fabric. And like I shared with you all before, that my aim this year is to use or dabble into the realm of knit fabrics. So I've been purchasing the knit fabrics, people. I've been purchasing the fabric, and then they're just accumulated. I don't understand what is this trepidation that I'm having with knit fabrics, but I need to get over it, and I need to start using these fabrics, because I do have ideas and I do have plans for these fabrics, but every time I put them out to use them, and then I just put them back and I go to my woven fabrics, those that I know and I've become familiar with. But no. I have to. I need to sort that. I need to sort that situation out. But anyway, yes, this I've got this fabric, and I've also got this other one as well, which is a, what is it, a crepe Liverpool fabric, and I got 2 yards of it. It was actually, this was the end of the bulk. It was just 2 yards that they had left, and it's blue and white, and it's an absolutely lovely fabric. The stretch is good, the thickness is brilliant, and when I first saw this fabric, I immediately knew that I wanted to make some sort of workwear dress with it. You know, one of the slim fitted dresses with the zipper at the back. I'm not sure whether an exposed zipper, even though I'm leaning more towards the exposed zipper. But that is the plan that I have for these two fabrics. So I need to get crack-a-lacking and get some fire underneath me and start cutting into this fabric. Next one that I do have is also a knit fabric, and it's a rayon stretch terry. Now this fabric is actually earmarked for loungewear. I do love me some good loungewear. I am that person that would wear my robe all day. I'll just have it and I'm through the house aimlessly. Just aimlessly. I love me a good robe. I do have a robe collection, and I do love me good, comfortable loungewear in my house, to wear in my house. So when I first saw this, and I just love the copper and black speckles that it came with, I knew immediately that I wanted to make a loungewear wide leg lounge pants with it. And I think the pattern that I got for it was a Sinclair pattern, and I'll pop it up on the screen. I'm not too sure of the name of the pattern, but I know it's from Sinclair pattern, and that is what I'm thinking of doing with this fabric. The next fabric that I do have, and you all would know this fabric because you've seen it last week. And this is my seersucker fabric that I used to make McCall's 8321. This is the fabric. And I do have some more left over. Maybe to make well, it wouldn't be enough to make another dress, but definitely to make a top of some kind. So I do have some leftover fabric, and I absolutely love this fabric. Oh my goodness, I do have to go back to see whether or not they have any more seersucker available, but this fabric was absolutely a dream to make. If you haven't seen my pattern review for McCall's 8321 that I uploaded last week, go and check it out, and you would hear how much I enjoyed using that pattern and this fabric. The other fabric that I got is a double cotton gauze, and it's white, and I got 4 yards of it. No, I'm sorry, I got 3 yards of it. It's 56 inches wide. And for this fabric, I do intend to make what you may call it, not McCall's 8321, but a dress similar to that. Oh my goodness, it's a new to me pattern designer, Martha Wiss. Yes, that's the person. I had a brain I had a moment just now. So Martha Wiss, she is a new to me pattern designer that I discovered over at SD, and she had a baby doll dress that I'm interested in trying. Now, you guys know my love-hate relationship with baby doll dresses, because as much as I love them and I love to see them, sometimes they don't always love me back how they should. Sometimes I feel that they're just they make me look more boxy than I would like to be. So we'll see we'll see, but I am tempted to try it. I've already purchased the pattern. I've already cut and prepared the pattern. I haven't cut into the fabric as yet, but the pattern is already pieced together and it's just waiting to be used. But we'll see the outcome of that. But this is what I'm actually thinking of using for this with this fabric. The other fabric that I bought, it's a what you may call it, it's a sweatshirt fleece, and it's a tan sweatshirt fleece fabric, and I bought how many yards? I bought 3 yards of it. Now this fabric is actually earmarked to make a hoodie. If you go back to, I think it's my second video that I have when I speak about my maker goals for the year, I did mention that I wanted to make some more hoodies. I love me a good hoodie. I do love me a good hoodie. Yes, I do. But I don't want to make hoodies that are personalized just for me. I mean, as makers, you know, that is our aim. We want customized stuff for us that speaks about our individuality and stuff that we are comfortable with. So with my hoodies, I do want personalized hoodies. It's like, yes, it's by me, for me. So I've never made a hoodie before, and yes, this is what this fabric is earmarked for. Now I do have some pattern in mind for it. One of the patterns is actually McCall's 8070, and I do have another pattern from Sinclair Pattern as well. I think it's called the Journey hoodie. I'm not too sure. I might be saying wrong things. So that was all that I got from my first purchase from Cali Fabrics. And like I said, I immediately made another purchase, and I have that as well to share with you guys today. Now, like I said, the shipment came yesterday, so I haven't I haven't done any of the pre-treatment to the fabrics as yet, but they'll be sorted as soon as I finish recording this video, and they'll be labeled and they'll be put away and be played with, and you know, all of that good stuff that we do as makers and sewers. We play with our fabrics. Ain't no shame in that. So the first fabric that I've got to share with you from this shipment is actually a cotton jersey, peach cotton jersey fabric, and I am so impressed with the quality right now. I'm very, very highly impressed with the quality of this fabric. Now, the idea that I do have in mind, I do want a skater dress, a knit skater dress, and I'm currently looking at some patterns from Ellie and Mac. I find that Ellie and Mac, when it comes to knit patterns, Ellie and Mac, you know, if you haven't looked on Ellie and Mac website, please do. They do have a plethora of knitwear patterns available on their site, and they are super size inclusive, which is a major plus for that company in these times. Now, with this fabric, I absolutely love this fabric, and this was the main reason I was so excited to get this shipment, just for this fabric. And you might be shaking your head at me while you see it, but I don't care. Bam! Yes. Now this fabric is a polybrush fabric, and when I saw this, I immediately knew that I wanted it to be a robe. One of my loungewear robes. I currently do not have any knit robes in my loungewear stash, and I want one of them. So when I saw this with the minions, I said, oh yes, you are definitely coming home to me. I'm so excited for this. If anything, this might be the one to get me using my knit stash because I'm so excited to have this and to wear this. So I haven't found a pattern yet that I would like to use that would accommodate for the 2 yards, but I'm currently on the hunt because this would be made, and I'm so happy to get this. I cannot wait to have this robe a part of my loungewear wardrobe. I'm ready to wear this. Now the other fabric that I got to share with you today, it's a blush pink fabric, and it's cotton lawn, and it has the Swiss dots on it. And I'm kind of excited to use this fabric. I really am, because the pattern that I do have in mind to use this for, it's the uni dress by Vicky Sews. I've have that pattern in my stash for a while, and I think it's time to use it. And I think this would actually be the perfect match for this. This fabric would be the perfect match for that pattern. Now this is the fabric that I mentioned before that I think might go with the bra collar lining that I purchased from Fabric Wholesale Direct. So I think I might use these two together for for the uni dress by Vicky Sews. But nothing is set in stone. I might change my mind, as I'm often prone to do. So if anything changes, of course you guys will know. But that is what I'm toying with. I'm currently in talks with right now for this fabric. I told you guys that I'm addicted to chambray and denim and cotton fabric. But look at this beautiful denim fabric. It's a lightweight denim shirting fabric. I couldn't leave it. Oh my goodness. And Cali Fabrics, oh, they're gonna get me so much trouble with my piggy bank, because they do have such a wide selection of denim and chambray fabrics, and the price is so affordable. I think this fabric, if I'm not mistaken, I think I purchased it for $6.49 a yard or something like that. How can I leave that? Oh my goodness. It was I couldn't. I'm not even going to make any excuses. I couldn't. So I'm so happy to be able to make this a part of my stash. I think I bought either 3 or 4 yards of this fabric. I don't have any ideas of what I'm going to do with it as yet. So it will be lounging in my stash until I decide what I'm going to do with it. I'm just saying. I bought some more. Now this one is actually medium weight. This is medium weight denim fabric, and I bought 4 yards of this fabric. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it as yet. I honestly don't know. But all I knew is that it had to come home to me. That's all I knew. So I can't wait to put it in the wash and get it sorted and just put it at a part of my stash, so I can go into my stash every now and again and just look at them and just, you know. Yes, but I'm so excited to have these a part of my stash. If you do have any ideas of what I can do with my denim fabric, or any fabric that you see today, if you have any ideas of any patterns that you can recommend, also feel free to pop it down in the comments below. You know, I'm always excited to hear about new patterns and new to me pattern companies and all that good stuff. So put it down below. The other fabric that I got is a knit fabric, and it's a French terry fabric, and it's heather gray. And I bought 3 yards of that fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do with it as yet. When I originally bought it, I had the idea of doing a skater dress with it. No, not a skater dress with it. I'm sorry. I had the idea of doing some sort of gym wear top or a gym wear hoodie with it. But I'm not sure. Now that I have it, I'm not sure, but I still might go back to that original plan that I have to make, a lightweight hoodie with it that I can use for workout sessions, especially if I'm outdoor. I'm thinking that's what I might do with it. I'm not sure, but or it just came to me. I can actually do, if not a lightweight hoodie, I can actually do a jogger pant with it. I can. And I do have one in my stash that I would like to do. And actually that's McCall's 67610. I think that I'll be able to get the jogger pants out of this. So that's also an option as well. But we'll see what's the outcome for this. The other fabric that I've got. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. The other fabric that I got, I've got another denim fabric. I don't have anything like this in my stash. With the floral print, it had to come with me. I'm so sorry. It had to come. I just saw it on the screen and it was like, you want me. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So this floral print, it's more it's a denim fabric. It's a floral print on a denim fabric, and it's a medium weight to heavy. I wouldn't call it a heavyweight, but it's more on the heavier side of a medium weight. So yeah, most likely I think I might I don't think I'll do a dress with it. I'm not sure, but maybe a skirt. I might do a denim skirt with it, or maybe some sort of blazer or something with it. I'm not sure. I'm still in negotiations with this fabric and other patterns to see if they match well. You do have to have those discussions with your fabric and potential patterns for your fabric. So this is where we are at right now. But it feels a bit stiff. So before I make any decisions, I'll see how it feels after I put it in a wash. But I'm so excited to have this. I'm very excited to have this a part of my stash. Yes, I am. We're almost there, guys. We're almost at the end. I know you're sitting down now watching and talking amongst yourself and saying, but she must have a bag like Mary Poppins that she's just pulling out and pulling out. When is the end? We're coming. So this other fabric that I got, when I saw it, I don't have anything like this in my stash as well. It's also a knit fabric and it's white. I find that I love white, but somehow white don't love me. I mean, I don't know, but anyway, I bought this waffle knit fabric. And when I purchased it, immediately I knew that I wanted to make an open duster cardigan with it. And I think Sinclair pattern, is it the Harvest cardigan? I think that what it is. I think that's the pattern that I was originally looking at for this. Of course, this was something that I had planned to wear in the office, or if I'm traveling or something like that. But somehow the white I just was drawn to it like a moth to a flame. But we'll see what happens with it. I don't have anything like this in my stash, so we'll see what happens or how long I take to actually utilize it. Last but not least, I told you we are coming to the end. Last but not least, I do have this fabulous fabric to share with you all. This floral fabric, and it's a knit fabric, and I think it's a crip spandex. I think that's what it is. But I bought 3 yards of it, and when I bought it, I knew immediately that I would like to use it for something for church specifically. So I'm not sure of the pattern as yet, but whatever it is, she'll be fire. I'm just saying. So that is all that I have for the Cali Fabrics. But I have one more fabric that I would like to share with you. And I bought it from my local fabric store this week. You know, I went into my local fabric store for one thing this week, and I came up with fabric. Oh my goodness. Like, if I haven't done enough damage from before, oh, my piggy bank will not be too pleased with me. I'm just saying. But I couldn't say no. And it's this lovely seersucker pineapple print fabric. I couldn't leave it in the store. I couldn't. I was so excited when I saw it. And I say, oh, yes. You are coming home with me. That's all I said. And it was in my shopping bag, and it came with me. So I'm happy to have it a part of my stash seersucker family. That's all I'm saying. Now, for this fabric, I either want to make a t-shirt dress with it, or another Macaw's 8321 or something along that avenue. That's the plan that I do have for this one. I'm not sure as yet, but I do know in the next upcoming weeks, a rotary cutter and a scissors of some sort will be in this fabric. That's all I am going to say. That is all. All right, lovies, that is all that I have today concerning this pattern haul with Fabric Wholesale Direct and Cali Fabrics. I hope that you enjoyed it immensely. I did. And as I mentioned previously, if you do have some pattern ideas that you think that would go great with any of these fabrics that I've shared today, pop them in the comment section. And also, if you have other online fabric stores that you would recommend, please feel free to put them in the comment section below as well. Yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I hope you have a lovely week. Enjoy your day. Make lovely things. Keep on smiling, all right? All right, lovies. Have a good one. Bye.